talk about the record like that. You know what? Go down. Welcome back, everybody. It's Stevens Fieldhouse. I'm Matt Lacasse. This is Tim Smith. We just got done watching the Beaver women be beaten by the Central Dutchmen, and we are getting ready to watch the Central Dutchmen and BV men's team take the court. And BV is coming in 4-2, while Central is coming in 3-2. Should be a good game here, Tim. Central, obviously a tough team. They always are. Football, obviously they got beat by them in football this year, but what do you think about the game here?
Oh, for the Beavers, O.J. Freilich, Adam Jones, the freshman, look for them to make a big contribution. Adam Jones kind of got shut down last night, but the game before last night, he had a commanding role, scoring 25 points. And O.J. Freilich last night was a player of the game against Co. Buena Vista came out on top. It was an all-around great game last night, lots of hustle, had to come from behind. It always feels good to come out with a victory after coming from down.
That's right. Co beat us here last year. Rather emotional victory for Co last year, as they had to come from behind and were able to win on the last-second shot by Andrew Hesslinger. This year, Hesslinger was kept quiet, and we were able to overcome Co by a score of 74-70. We're getting ready for a Central game here. Come back, sit back, have some popcorn, and we'll be back right after this. Welcome back, everyone. My name is Matt Lacasse, along with Tim Smith here. We're getting ready to watch Central take on BV. Little over 4 minutes to go until tip-off here. Should be a good game tonight. Central coming in at 3-2, while BV sits at 4-2 in the conference. Upper Iowa running away thus far in the season. They're sitting at 5-0. Simpson 5-1. BV 4-2. Co 4-2, Central 3-2, William Penn 3-2, Wartburg 3-3, Loris 2-2, Luther at 1-5, Dubuque at 0-5, and Cornell at 0-6. So as the Beavers come back onto the court, we are looking for one heck of a ball game here tonight, Tim. And judging from last night's game, what kind of keys to the game for the Beavers do you foresee in this game?
As with any game, you got to look at the turnovers and foul ratios. Earlier in the women's game, you saw that the fouls really played a big important role in the final score. Tonight, with the men, let's see what kind of ball movement they're going to get without creating the turnovers and reduce all the fouls in the paint. Brian Fisher's a big guy starting down there. He likes to use his body, pass off quite a bit outside, get things moving. That's about all you can really say about that.
Defense is going to have to play a big role, I think, tonight. Central, a high-scoring team, from what I remember of them last year. BV, obviously a high-scoring team. They like to run it up and down the court. Don't have quite the offensive capability from the outside as they did last year, losing Aaron Bloom and Nick Dentlinger to graduation. But they retain O.J. Freilich. They have Landon Roth, they've got all sorts of outside players tonight, as well as inside players, and Brian Fisher, senior out of Storm Lake. And as we look forward to that game, we're going to take a break right now. We'll be back right after these messages.
Someone once said, we all come into this world alone, and we leave the same way. But in between, we have the chance to connect and help each other, to find ways you can do something to connect with the people in your community, called the Points of Light Foundation. Do something good. Feel something real.
For the great taste of fresh pizza, Pizza Hut is the only way to go. Pizza Hut only uses the freshest ingredients and toppings on your pizza. Whether it's pan pizza, hand-tossed, or thin crust, Pizza Hut has the pizza for you. Try the spectacular lunch buffet or scrumptious salad bar. Dine in, carry out, or have it delivered. Your pizza is always fresh, hot, and delicious. Pizza Hut, making it great again and again.
Welcome back to Stevens Fieldhouse, everyone. My name is Matt Lacasse, along with Tim Smith here. 27 seconds till the buzzer goes off for the start of the game, and we're going to turn it over to Daryl Grove for the starting lineups as well as the national anthem.
And now for your starting lineups. For Central, a forward, number 34, Doug Frizzell.
And for Buena Vista, a forward, 6'3", sophomore from Carroll, Iowa, number 4, Nolan Scribe.
And for Central, a forward, number 42, Dustin Kraft.
At another forward, 6'5", sophomore from Iowa Falls, number 30, Nick Winters.
And for Central, a center, number 40, Tosh Dillinger.
At center for the Beavers, a 6'4", senior from Fort Dodge, Iowa, number 40, Matt Jansen.
A guard for Central, number 20, Wade Vanderbolen.
And guard for the Beavers, a 6-foot senior from Algona, Iowa, number 24, OJ Freilich.
And another guard for Central, number 23, Jim Barclay.
At a guard for the Beavers, a 5'11" junior from Waco, Iowa, number 33, Landon Roth. The NCCA promotes good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants and officials in a positive manner. Profanity, racial, or sexist comments or other intimidating actions directed at officials, student athletes, coaches, or team representatives will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal from the site of competition. Also, consumption or possession of alcoholic beverages and tobacco products is prohibited.
Let's get it on.
So there you have it, the starting lineups for both teams. A player to keep your eye on that I can see from right now is Wade Vandermolen, the junior, number 20, out of Pella. We got to play against him in high school, and he did quite a bit of damage to our high school team, let me tell you. So he's quite an explosive player, can drive as well as the outside shot, so he should be a fun guy to watch as the night progresses. Nick Winters will be jumping for BV, and I believe it's number 33, I want to say. Aaron Bogenriff, I'm guessing. Nope, looks like 42. I lied. I'm just all over the place tonight. 42, Dustin Kraft, 6'6", junior out of Pella. Landon Roth with the tip. Gets it out to Nolan Scribe. Strive looking around, sets up the offense. Nick Winters at the top. Into Jansen. Jansen pump fakes. Up. Gets the bank. Gets the bank. Nice way to start off. 2-0 favor the Beavers, 15 seconds in. O.J. Froelich applying the pressure to number 23, Jim Barclay. Barclay brings it across half court. Picks up his dribble. Gets it to Vandermolen. Vandermolen drives, passes it out to number 40, who misses the shot. And Strive comes down with the rebound, number 40. Tosh Dillinger there with a missed shot. Jansen across to Landon Roth for the three. It's got it. It's good. 5-0 favor the Beavers early on here. Wade Vandermolen brings it across half court. Dribbles up, tries to drive, pulls it back out. Dillinger gets it out to Vandermolen. Inside to Kraft. And O.J. Froelich gets the ball up and good.
He got it.
7-point run to start out this game with, Tim.
Right now, Buena Vista is shooting 100% from the field, and Central is shooting 0%, not making a basket.
You gotta like that stat. Kraft bulges his way in there, gets a shot up, no good. Rebounded by Froelich. Froelich gets it out to Landon Roth. Roth takes the ball in, up, no good. Dillinger recovers, out to Vandermolen. Vandermolen looks around. Tosses it back out front. Kraft inside, up, no good. Rebounded by Dillinger. Dillinger puts it back in and good. Those are the first 2 points for Central on the night. Nolan Strive brings the ball up court. Jump stop by Nick Winters at the top of the key. Froelich. Inside to Roth. Jansen outside. Inside to Nick Winters. Nick Winters takes it up and it's good. 9-2 being the score.
Beavers on some sort of a run here to start out the game.
9-2 run to start out the game. Vandermolen looks around. Out to number 34. That's Doug Franzel. And from the corners, Jim Barclay shooting a three. Make the score 5-9. Nick Winters inside to Jansen, back outside to Froelich. Froelich fakes the three, inside, and no good. And they're calling a foul on OJ.
I think he got all ball on that.
I looked like all ball to me.
Reached right under there and grabbed a hold of the ball. Referees will play an important part in this game, as they did in the women's game earlier.
I think the referees tend to play an important part in every game. That's just an observation, though.
I agree with your observation.
O.J. Froelich harassing Barclay as he brings the ball across half court. Barclay dribbles over, gets it out to Frizzell. Franzel. Vandermolen gets a little shove there. Inside to Dillinger. Dillinger turns around. Nope.
In and out.
Rebounded by number 53, Josh Harrington. Junior out of Eagle Grove, not too far from here.
Beavers are, that's their second foul already. Central hasn't committed one yet.
Josh Harrington to shoot 2 shots. First one is up and good, making the score 9-6 in favor of the Beavers. Shot is up and good. Nick Winters takes it out of bounds, passes it in to Norland Strive. Norland Strive takes it all the way in, but is not able to connect on that one. Barclay brings the ball up the court, gets it inside, brings it back out, looks around. At the Harrington. And
that one from the bleachers. Good Lord.
Doug Frizzell shot from, as Tim stated, from the bleachers almost. It was way out there, to say the very least. Nolan Stribe on Frizzell, drives in, gets stuck. Nick Winters pivots, takes a three, and gets it in there. Nice shot by Nick Winters, able to get that one to drop. O.J. Froelich brings the ball up the other way into Jansen. Jansen spins up and good.
What a move.
Big Dillinger right out of his shorts there. Barclay to bring the ball back up court. Barclay over to Vandermolen. Vandermolen drives in. Shot is up and no good. Tipped by Harrington. Rebounded by Winters. About 4.5 minutes into the game here. If you're just joining us, scores 13-10 in favor of the Beavers. O.J. Froelich out to Landon Roth at the top of the key. Nick Winters over to Froelich. Jansen thought about the three, decides no. At the elbow, passes it inside to Froelich. Froelich puts a move on and it gets in.
Spinning, twisting, doing what he has to.
Nice job by O.J. Froelich there. And Central says we need to talk this over. We don't want this one to get out of hand.
If you want my honest opinion, I think they need to do a little bit more than talk it over.
Yeah. So, a quick start for the BV Beavers. 15-10 is your score. 14 minutes and 57 seconds to go. So we are 5 minutes and 3 seconds into this contest. From the looks of this first 5 minutes, should be a good one. Running up and down the court, lots of scoring going on. Should be a high-scoring affair. 25 points scored in the first 5 minutes of action. It looks to be a fairly active game, I would say, Tim.
Active games, active players. Coincidence? I think not.
Right now we're going to go down to Ryan Harder with another field report.
When these teams met at this time last year, BV easily defeated the Dutch. Coach Dan Mason said last year, quite frankly, we weren't even competitive with them. He is hoping that this year they can at least provide some competition for the Beavers. Although it looked like that wasn't going to be the case to start out, Central has come ahead. They have had the lead at one point in this game, so we're just going to have to see how competitive they are going to be. Back to you, Matt and Tim.
Thanks for that report, Ryan.
The Beavers with 5 new players, 5 fresh legs coming into the game.
Barclay bringing the ball up all the way, but loses control of it, and they say it's off of Brian Fisher's foot, so that's going to stay here for Central. Got some new faces in there for Central. Number 33, Aaron Bogenreif is finally in there. Didn't get the jump, but he's in there now. Harrington out to Barclay. Back down to that's Dustin Kraft. Kraft into Harrington. Harrington out. Vandermolen wanted kind of the pick and roll move there, but didn't quite get it done. Kraft dribbles around. 4 seconds on the shot clock. Nice rebound by Landon Roth. Bringing it up court. Passes out to number 25 for the Beavers. Landon Roth. Down in the corner, Brett Smith. Drives in. Up and good, but they call it a charge going the other way.
Using some of his football skills there.
Adam Jones comes in, as well as number 25, Trevor Botcher. Here's Barclay, defended by Brett Smith. Justin Kraft inside, gets it inside to Harrington. Harrington up and gets a score. After the high-scoring first 5 minutes, we went on kind of a scoring drought there for about 2. Botcher out to Jones. Jones drives in, shoots it, up and good. Lost my train of thought there for a second. Here comes Dustin Kraft. He had a wide-open lane to the basket, Eddie. Turned on the Jets there.
Got to hit the brakes. He didn't get those Acme Rockets like the Roadrunner did, or the Wile E did.
There's Bogenreif out there. Inside to Harrington. Harrington shoots it, and it's good. 17-14 is your score now. Brett Smith brings it up. Botcher out to Jones. Jones for the 3. No good. Pass to If you ask me, that was a pass to Fisher.
Oh,
I'm pretty
obviously.
much sure that was a pass to Fisher. Fisher gets the foul, and he's going to be shooting 2 here. Foul on Wade Vandermolen, his first.
Team first.
Nolan Stribe will be re-entering the game, as well as Tosh Dillinger for Central. And number 34 for Central, Doug Frenzel, will also re-enter the game. Bogan Reif and Dustin Kraft will take a seat. It looks like O.J. Froelich going to take a seat for the Beavers. Nolan Stribe harassing Vandermolen. Cross half court. Barclay up and no good. Followed by Dillinger. Nice follow. Jones tried to feed it inside to Fisher, but Dillinger a little bit too quick there, able to intercept that pass. Dillinger goes inside. Out to Vandermolen. Vandermolen turns and shoots. Nope, passes it. Dillinger gets the lucky bounce for the 3. The big man taking the 3-point shot.
Tied up the score. It's tied up 19 all with 12 minutes left in the first half.
Jones looking for Stribe, but miscommunication there, and gets thrown out of bounds. Going back to the Central.
Central's turned things around right now, kind of shifting the momentum.
Yes, they have. Central started off the game a little bit slow, but BV able to, Central able to come back and knot the score up at 19. Shot from the top of the key. No good by number 34, Doug Frenzel. Here comes Nolan Stribe. I was going to say, I think he walked.
Yeah, the ref's going to send him packing. Not much you can do in that situation.
Not much you can do at all.
Physics plays a big part in your momentum.
A little bit of momentum going on there, exactly. You're taking the words right out of my mouth. 22 in now, Josh Gearing. Gearing into Frenzel, into Harrington, excuse me.
Get it out of here!
Matt Jansen with the monster block.
Came out of nowhere just to swat it. Just came up and said, El Nino.
Frenzel going to inbound the ball for Central. Harrington takes the ball, feeds it into Frenzel. Frenzel with a shot, no good. Rebounded by Nolan Stribe. Stribe brings the ball up the court. Adam Jones passes it inside to Jansen. Jansen fakes, brings it, passes it out to Jones. Jones for 3. That's good.
Amen.
That's good. Airmail from deep.
He's going to get his name in the paper.
You would hope so. Brad Gaskill brings the ball up the court. Gaskill to Frenzel. Frenzel back to Gaskill. Gaskill inside to Dillinger. Dillinger out. Zell drives. Lost the ball. Got back and puts in for 2.
Score is now 22-21, Buena Vista. 10 minutes and 30 seconds left in the half.
Stribe driving around. Looking for an opening. Nice take by Nolan Stribe. Unfortunately, wasn't able to connect on it. Gaskill comes back up the court.
Central coming down with their first opportunity to take the lead.
Boom! Frenzel from way downtown. That was Chris Kingsbury range.
Took that one down by the lake.
Holy cow. Matt Jansen trying to answer, and he does. Answers with the 3. 25-24 is the score now. Halfway through the first half now.
Wisely taking a shot in about 6 feet compared to the last one.
Here comes Gaskill driving in, gives Brett Smith a shove, but it's not called. Frenzel gets it out to Gearing. Gearing over to Gaskill. Back to Gearing. Gearing for three. No good. And confusion. Gaskill gets it. Out to Frenzel. Frenzel with that deep three a moment ago. And it's thrown away to Nick Winters. Here's Adam Jones. Back out to Jansen. Jansen. Up and no good. Overshot it. Had to readjust the shot because of Dillinger's hands.
Didn't position it quite well off the backboard, but unfortunately that happens.
Frenzel into Gearing. Gearing gets it into Dillinger. Dillinger looks for the pass, instead shoots. No good. And here comes Adam Jones and the Beavers. Inside to Brett Smith. Brett Smith up. And that's going to be a charge. Yep.
Well, I think we got somebody playing Hamlet down on the court because that was some good acting.
Well, I don't know. I thought his feet were pretty well set, but, you know, like I've been saying the entire game, you know, I'm up here, the refs are down there, and everybody has their own opinion. So we'll just agree to disagree. How about that?
Sounds great.
Get some substitutions in and out here, and Dillinger going to be taking the ball out. Here comes Jim Barclay up the court. Gets it out to Vandermolen. Inside to Kraft, back out. Barclay drives. Inside to Dillinger. Nice look by Barclay. Right through the heart of the BV defense.
Score is now 26-25 Central.
Freilich out to Winters. Winters thinks about the three, passes it inside to Stribe. Stribe looks for something to happen, spins up and good. Nice move by Nolan Stribe, left-handed.
Just wrapped his body around and got it in.
Great move. Barclay brings the ball up. Jim Barclay, a fierce competitor here. He likes to sprint up court with that ball. Great ball handler. Dillinger there. Nice pass from Dustin Kraft.
Dillinger's getting open right in the paint. Central's passing it right to him. He's scoring 2 easy buckets right in a row.
Nick Winters to Freilich. Freilich looks around. Tries to drive. And he walked. Yep, took an extra step there.
Ref setting him packing again.
Dillinger inbounds it to Bogenreif. Here comes Barclay. And the ref say he carried the ball.
Looked like he had his play ticket in his hand, took a trip.
Jim Barclay is a freshman of Arlington, Iowa. Nolan Stribe brings the ball. Nick Winters. Out to Jansen, back to Stribe, inside to Nick Winters. Three-man game going on there. And that's Bogenreif blocked it, but he got a piece of Nick Winters' hand there. So Winters going to the line, going to shoot 2 shots here.
A little contact on the play. We're going to be shooting free throws. That's been any case. Lots of exciting plays going on so far down here at Stevens Fieldhouse.
Very exciting game.
If you're at home right now, we encourage everyone to come down and visit. Not too many seats left in the field house, but I'm sure you could find one.
I'm sure. I would certainly hope so. First shot by Nick Winters is up and good.
Brian Fisher entering the game.
Senior out of Storm Lake. I think I've heard of that town.
Once or twice.
Nick Winters' second shot is good. Dillinger takes the ball out into Barclay. Barclay up to Kraft. Bogenreif drives, kicks it back out to Vandermolen.
Out!
Dillinger in, up and good. Nice lay-in move there by Dillinger, up and over, able to finger roll it in. Here's Landon Roth. He likes to drive, gets in. Nope, doesn't get it to drop, but he gets the foul.
Almost got it on off the bounce, but unluckily it bounced out.
Almost got it in there, not quite though. Landon will be shooting 2. Landon saw a major supporting role in the Beavers campaign last year. This year he's on the starting squad. Obviously, Coach Van Haften impressed by his numbers last year and decided he's good enough to play on the starting squad this year. Second shot by Landon is up and good. Score is 30 to 30. 6.5 minutes to go. Vandermolen in, kicks it out to Barclay. Barclay up and good. Nice shot by Jim Barclay.
Central takes a 33 to 30 lead over the Beavers.
Didn't even hesitate with that one. Went straight up with a nice job. Adam Jones dribbles around, top of the key, out to Freilich. Freilich wants to look inside, gets a shot instead. That's good. 32 to 30. Or excuse me, 32 to 33. Here comes Dillinger. Inbounds it to Vandermolen. Vandermolen brings the ball up. Back to Dillinger. Dillinger drives up and gives a floater, no good. And it's rebounded by Nick Winters. There's Adam Jones into Nick Winters. Nick was so wide open right in there, he couldn't believe it.
Had to turn around, just shoved it in the basket.
Barclay brings it up and loses the ball. Timeout. Nice. Wonderful play by Nick Winters, calling timeout as he was running out of bounds, and the refs gave it to him. Nice play there. Thus far in the first half, you've got about 5 minutes and 17 seconds left in this half. High scoring affair I think we're going to have. Central coming out playing real hard. It's going to be a real seesaw game as we're seeing here so far. Lead the exchange several times, and it's a shooting affair inside as well as outside. There's no real clear-cut way this game's going to go. It's just going to be last man standing, I have a feeling.
I have a feeling that this game is going to be the last man standing. We've seen a lot of players going down to the floor, battling for the ball. Both teams are very eager to win this basketball game, and that's probably why it's a one-point game right now.
Field goal percentage right now, Beavers are at 68%, while Central is at 52. Beavers shooting 13 of 19 from the floor, while Central is shooting 13 of 25. Adam Jones, top of the key. Landon Roth on the wing. Roth out to Jones. Inside to Fisher. Fisher up and offensive foul, they say. Gave him a little forearm is what the officials are saying.
His feet must have been planted because that was a charge called.
I guess so. I think he applied a little bit of a forearm there to the defender's chest.
Whatever it was not nice.
No, it wasn't, not at all. Harrington inbounds it to Gaskill. And they call a block there, and I'm going to have to disagree with that call, as most of this crowd, except for the Central crowd over there.
Beavers getting caught with their hand in the cookie jar again.
Indeed. I thought Nick Winters had his feet set in cement. But obviously the refs did not. Thusly, foul called on Nick Winters. Inbound the ball to Kraft. You got Gaskill out there. Over to Harrington. Harrington inside to Kraft. Kraft up. There's another three-pointer by number 34, Doug Frenzel. He had the Chris Kingsbury three earlier in the game. Here's Landon Roth. Gets it inside. Doesn't get the roll. Dustin Kraft rebounds. Ball miscarried by Vandermolen, and it's going to go back to the Beavers.
Paper or plastic, big question. Whatever it was, he didn't have a handle on the ball.
That's for darn sure.
Whatever that's supposed to mean, I don't know.
Here comes Freilich driving down the lane. Shot is up and good. Beavers earn a tie with that shot. Score knotted at 36, 4 minutes to go. Gaskill comes up the floor. Chain of defense goes out. Gaskill out to Harrington. Harrington, Kraft at the top of the key. Kraft drives, spins to his left. Gets the roll. O.J. Freilich brings it the other way. Landon Roth. Comes the other way, up and got the nice play by Landon Roth. Pinned Kraft right on his hip and was able to get up.
Got the 2 points. Now he's going to get to go for his Uno. Turn it into the tray.
Complete the 3-point play. Roth trying to give the Beavers a 1-point lead. And he does.
1-point lead now for the Beavers.
Here comes Gaskill. Drives right in, gets it out to Vandermolen. Vandermolen out to Gaskill. Gaskill up and good. Freilich with the Botchard over to Roth. Roth dribbles it around, drives. Here's Freilich for you. Here comes Adam Jones. Nope. Nice job by Botchard. And there's a... Wow.
These fans are not liking these referees too well.
I would guess not, no.
I hope they're going to be looking out when they're leaving the field house tonight, because they might have a few angry fans after them. It's a dangerous job to have, but somebody has to do it.
That's for sure. Harrington inbounds it to Gaskill. Vandermolen up and no good. Botcher regains it. And here comes Landon Roth. Roth dribbles. He's got Adam Jones wide open for the 3. Good. Nice shot by Adam Jones. Gives the Beavers a 2-point lead with 2.5 minutes to go. Vandermolen brings the ball up court. Over to Gaskill. Gaskill drives in. Into Dillinger, but didn't quite get it there. Stolen by Adam Jones. Ahead to Freilich. Up and no! Retaken by Gaskill. Gaskill had a 1-on-3, so he decided to pull it back out wisely. Franzel into Vandermolen. Vandermolen shot, no good. Dillinger rebounds it up and good. Here's Adam Jones. Dribbling around, drives in, up, no good. Frenzel kicks it out to Vandermolen. Vandermolen decides to pull it back out wisely. No need to rush things. Minute and a half to go here. Score is tied at 42. Frenzel over to Gaskill. Gaskill to Dillinger. Here's Vandermolen driving around. And there's Dillinger, tried the 3, air ball, but Harrington recovers and gets it in. And Freilich sets the offense. Roth for 3, no good. Rebounded by Dillinger. .20-second timeout. Going to Central.
46 seconds left in the first half. Central is on top 44-42. Right now, fouls, Buena Vista has committed 7, while Central has only committed 4. The fans not really taking a strong liking to the referees so far tonight.
Not thus far.
Hopefully that will switch around in the second half. But that's yet to come. Give us something to look forward to coming on later on.
Jim Barclay to take it out of bounds. Matt Jensen gets the rebound, brings it up court. He's got a 1-on-4, so he wisely decides to pull it out. And there's a foul on Dillinger.
Dillinger backing off on that.
Didn't want to get a nasty incident going there, obviously unintentional. Gaskill comes in for Vandermolen. And a player we've not seen before tonight, number 10, Joe Borg, junior from Pella. I believe that's going to be on Barclay. 3 Central Dutchmen bombarded Freilich. Had nowhere to go, and one of them stuck his hand in there, tried to rob the cookie jar, and got caught.
Honestly, he's just invading his personal space, and it wasn't very nice.
10 seconds remain. Here's Freilich, half court, 5. Freilich for 3, didn't get it, and that's the end of the half. Your halftime score, Central leads 44 to 42, and we're going to take a break, and on the other side of that, we'll have a look at some first half stats for you.
Only you
can prevent forest fires.
And it's true. We know we can count on you to do what Smokey says.
drown your campfires with water. Make sure it's totally wet. Then stir and drown again.
We know we can count on you to do what Smokey says.
Only you can prevent forest fires.
When you mentor a child, you don't have to be perfect. You just have to be yourself, which, by the way, is pretty good. Do good. Mentor a child. Call 1-877-BE-A-MENTOR.
Congratulations, Steph.
For food to the hungry.
As you can see, you Beaver fans from previous years, that's Steph Gronow, and she was being presented an All-American Award from her former coach, Jada Berry. Steph Gronow had 4 amazing years here at BV, helped lead BV to the top of the conference last year. They weren't quite able to win that conference championship that they'd been hoping for, but Steph Gronow, a absolutely outstanding player here for the Beavers. She and Michelle Brosda terrorized the Iowa Conference Michelle Brosda for 2 years because she transferred in, but Steph Gronow, as you see there, she's just a phenomenal player for the Beavers, and they really wouldn't have had a lot of the success that they've had over the past 3 or 4 years that they've had. You know, great athlete there in Steph Gronow. Looking at the first half stats here for you, we've got Tim's going to take you through these, give you a little rundown.
Surprisingly, both teams are shooting exceptionally well. BV's coming in with 59% from the field. Central's in at 53%. Obviously, both teams are very accurate tonight, especially from the three-point arc. Central is shooting an astounding 67%, hitting 6 of 9 three-pointers.
That's what can you say? That's in this day and age, that's just amazing. But looking at BV's three-pointers percentage here, they're shooting 4 of 7 at 57%. So both teams shooting above 50% from beyond the arc, and that's just amazing. I mean, from 20 feet out, they're hitting 50 or more percent of their shots. That's just amazing.
Scoring-wise tonight, BV is very, very, they're passing the ball around very well. The top 5 scorers are all within 1 point. O.J. Freilich, winners, Adam Jones, Landon Roth, and Jansen, all are with 8 or 7 points. It's very balanced attack that BV's going with. On the other hand, Central, Dillinger is leading them with 15 points. Frizella has 11 with those long three-pointers that he's putting out.
Chris Kingsbury range, if you ask me.
Sometimes I wonder if he's shooting down from the lake or not.
For those of you familiar with the Fieldhouse layout, on the court is the Beavers are laid out on the court, and Frizzell shot a 3 from the B in the Beavers, and he made it. And it was all net. It wasn't like some weak shot that kind of bounced around the rim. It was all net. That kid, I tell you what, I was rather impressed, to say the very least. Well, enough talk about long shots. As you can see here, free throw percentage, BV sitting at 86%, while Central at 100%. But however, they've only had 2 free throw shots in the entire first half. So BV is winning the the battle of the free throw lines here. Field goal percentage, BV is shooting 16 of 27 for 59%, while Central is sitting at 18 of 34 at 53%. Right now, we're going to go down to Ryan Harder, who is standing by with Nicole Carterbaugh, BV assistant women's coach.
I'm down here on the floor after a tough loss for the Beaver women tonight. Down here on the floor with Kinsey Hansen and assistant coach Nicole Carterbaugh. Kinsey, first, tough loss tonight, but you were 4 out of 8 in the field and 7 from the 8 from the line, so that's not too bad. Your thoughts on tonight's game?
We're getting back in it. We'll be fine playing Central there. They just took us out of our game with their press. We like to run up-tempo game, fast beat, and they slowed us down. So we just had to set up our offenses, and it just didn't go our way.
Okay, well, last year's Iowa Conference co-champions, they were. They had a lot of energy. Just tough loss for the Beavers. Nicole, what's up next for the Beavers?
All right, next weekend we have Loris and Luther, both games on the road. So we'll just, we'll hop in the bus and we'll play 2 games. We'll be ready. Loris is a very physical team, so we'll be ready for that. And Luther will be hungry because last year at their place they beat us to take us out of contention to go into the tournament. So we'll be hungry for 2 wins next week.
Okay, well, thanks for coming down, both of you, tonight, and back to you.
Thank you very much, Ryan. As you can see, the schedule just doesn't get any easier for the BV women out here. They've got a long road trip next weekend going clear to the eastern side of Iowa. Like Ryan said, a tough loss for the women tonight, but they should rebound. They should be back in it, just like Kinsey said. Central came out and put them in kind of a press. They kind of took them out of their game there. But anyway, talking about the guys' game here, Central doing a real high-scoring affair we've got going on here. Your halftime score is 44-42. Central just shooting all over the place. We talked about Doug Frenzel shooting from way downtown, but BV, Landon Roth, Nick Winters, and Adam Jones all shooting tremendously from beyond the arc.
Not much more you can say about tremendously. If they can keep up this 60% field goal accuracy, I don't know how we're going to keep the scores like below 100 points tonight.
We're sitting at almost 100 points apiece right now. A little bit under 100 there. But as looking towards the second half, Tim, what do you think BV needs to do? Hi guys, how you doing out there? What do you think BV is going to need to be doing here in the second half to continue to be in this game and possibly win the ball game?
Obviously, they're going to have to put lots of pressure around the outside along three-point arc. They're making all those shots out there. They're putting a little bit of pressure on. They might want to get up a little bit more in their face, not give them such a clear shot. Even if they're going to shoot it from way out there, you got to give it to them. You know that Central is shooting very well.
Right now we're going to go down to an Al Baxter interview. He's the head coach of the wrestling team here, known as Baxter's Beavers. So enjoy that one. We'll be back after that.
All right, welcome back. I'm Mark Hazelton for Innovation Sports. Sitting next to me is head wrestling coach Al Baxter. Coach Baxter, explain a little bit about what happened before the Christmas break and towards the end of the first semester with the wrestling team.
Okay. Well, Mark, things are going real great for us. We're 11-2 in dual meets. We lost 2 dual meets down at the Florida Duels. We had a kind of a rough day down there. The second day, after defeating the first 3 opponents the first day down there, the second day we had to wrestle the 4th-ranked team in the nation, State University of New York out of Cortland. We beat them 29-12. Had a real good duel with them. Then we had to wrestle the 3rd-ranked team in the nation, Springfield College out of Massachusetts. We were ahead by 6 points with 3 matches to go, and we lost 2 in overtime and won in the last 5 seconds to get beat 18-15. And then we lost to the 6th-ranked team in the nation, John Carroll University, who was 4th in the nation last year. They've got 8 seniors back from last year's team. They beat us 22-13. So it's been great. We won the Terry Hall's duels up at St. John's University and beat Moorhead State in the finals. They're a Division II team. We defeated Augustana College out of Sioux Falls, South Dakota. They're a Division II team also who's ranked. We squeaked by them by 1 point, and they forfeited 18 points to us, so we weren't real happy about our performance up there, but they have 5 or 6 outstanding individuals that will probably be All-Americans in Division II this year. We defeated Briarcliff College, the first dual meet of the year, and Northwestern College. So things have been going real fine for us so far. We participated in the UNO Open in Omaha. 30-some of our rosters were able to compete down there and get some valuable experience. And so we have probably 13 to 14 dual meets left this year, plus the Cornell Invitational. And what we want to do is just gradually build up to a peak, hopefully peak at the conference and again at the national tournament.
All right, again, the Iowa Conference is a tough wrestling conference with 4 of the teams in the top 25 of the nation, with Upper Iowa being in around 8 or 9, and Wartburg being in the top 2, then Luther again in the like 24, 25, and we're again at 7 or 8. Explain the level of competition that you see day in and day out here in the Iowa Conference.
Well, without a doubt, Mark, the Iowa Conference is the toughest conference in wrestling in the NCAA Division III. There's approximately 115 colleges, universities that offer wrestling at the Division III level. Right now, Wartburg is just awesome. I mean, the first 8 dual meets they had this year, no one won a match against them, an individual match. John Carroll University won 3 matches against them. Wartburg still beat them by about 20 points down at Florida. But they're ranked 2nd. This coming Sunday at 2 o'clock in the afternoon will be a dual meet between Augsburg, who's ranked #1 in the nation, and they've won the Nationals the last couple of years, and Wartburg. That'll be a great dual meet on IPTV at 2 o'clock. Right now we're ranked 8th in the nation, I believe. And then I believe Upper Iowa University is ranked something like 14th or 15th, and Luther is ranked 11th. To show you how tough it is, there were 20 teams down at the Florida Duels. Wartburg won 6-0 record, and the rest of the Iowa Conference schools were 4-2 down there. And we placed 4th, and the other schools in the Iowa Conference were behind us. But I'll tell you, it's a tough conference. You got to be on your toes all the time. Tonight we have Upper Iowa University, and I'll tell you, if we're not ready to go, we can get defeated.
Okay, looking there, wrestling is another sport with leadership abilities that a lot of the older guys can teach a lot of the younger guys. And you have 3 very strong leadership guys in Jay Fields, Rick Schweitzberger, and Andy Kruger, all ranked nationally in their respective weight class. Tell us a little bit about what they bring to the team.
Well, I'll tell you, Jay Field, returning All-American at 125, him and Jamie Taxstead have been going back and forth. You can just about flip a coin between the two. And the way it kind of looks right now, Jay is a senior. Jamie, this is actually his first year of eligibility because he was injured last year, so he has 3 more years. Okay. And we pretty much decided on going with Jay since he is a returning All-American. It's his senior year, and no one has been more dedicated to our program since I've been here than Jay Field. Rick Schweitzberger is having a fantastic year. He lost a real tough match to the 4th-ranked wrestler in the nation down in Florida, 3-1. He got caught in a cradle, and so we'll be looking out for that cradle if we ever wrestle him again. And Andy Kruger's having a great year, being very consistent. But we have a number of leaders. Besides those three, we have a number of leaders on the team. You know, some great records. Tag Knoll is a senior, was 6-0 down at Florida. He defeated one wrestler down there who defeated Josh Dodd from Wartburg, who was second in the nation last year. So Tag, I mean, he has the ability to be right there in the top 3 or 4 in the nation without a doubt. We have 4 or 5 people that have that ability, at least that many people on our team. And it just depends if we can stay healthy and peak at the right time and get them mentally ready and that sort of thing. So.
All right, I'd just like to take this time to say good luck with the rest of your season and thanks for joining us today, and good luck with your upcoming meets.
Thank you very much, Mark.
Thanks, Mark. I'm Ryan Harder, and I'm down here on the floor. Again, it's halftime of the men's basketball game, and I tell you, in all my years of sports reporting for Innovation Video, I have never seen a first half that has been so evenly matched as this Central College Dutch Buena Vista Beavers game. It's literally been a seesaw game, the lead going back and forth with the possessions of the ball, and even though BV is down by 2 right now, we can look to last night where BV was down by 2 at half and came back to win over Coe College. Back to you.
Thank you very much, Ryan. An invigorating floor report, an uplifting floor report, if you will. That's right, BV came back to defeat Coe last night, 74-70. Score right now is 44-42. As we look towards the second half, I expect to see the same exact type of play that we've been seeing. Up and down the floor, trading shots. No one team really coming out getting a big lead. I tell you what, Tim, I'm speechless. I'm looking forward to a really good second half here.
Hopefully we can get some half-court shots for three-pointers, maybe.
Maybe Frizzell started warming up a little bit, and he can start moving out a little bit, yeah. Speaking of Mr. Frizzell, he's getting ready to inbound the ball here. And here we go. We're going to get the second half underway here as soon as we get the clock set. 20 minutes to go here in this Iowa Conference matchup. Inbounds it to Vandermolen. Vandermolen over to Barclay. Barclay over to Kraft. Starting 5 in for each ball club. Nice steal by Landon Roth. Roth gets it up and good. Nice job by Landon Roth. Seeing the pass, knocking it away, and gets it out there.
Tying it up early. Tied up all at 44.
Just underway here. I'm Matt Lacasse. I'm along with Tim Smith here. Vandermolen inside to Dillinger. Dillinger gets the shot up and rims out. Winners rebounds. Brett Smith over to Roth. Brett Smith drives in, spins, kicks it out to Winners. Winners for 2, and that's no good. Rebounded by Barclay. Barclay brings the ball up, and that's going to be a travel.
Can't take too many steps without getting that.
Can't take that many steps, no. Nick Winners will inbound the ball to Brett Smith here. Landon Roth down in the corner. Out to Brett Smith at the top of the key. Takes a 3. Gets it in. Bounces around and drops in. Nice shot.
Beavers on the early 5-0 run to start the second half.
Here's Vandermolen. Working on Freilich. Gets it inside to Dillinger. Dillinger squares up. Throws it back out to Frizzell. Frizzell drives and shoots it up and bounces out. Rebound by Jansen. Jansen hits it out to Freilich. Freilich brings it up. And they're going to say that Barclay gave Brett Smith a little shove there. Timeout Central, and Gaskell is going to be coming in for Frizzell, I believe. 22nd timeout now. Central kind of getting shell-shocked here early. BV getting off to a real quick start. A three by Brett Smith, and another 2-point basket added to that. Gets him off to a 5-0 run here. Almost 2 minutes into the second half, Tim.
Almost identical to the beginning of the game where Buena Vista came off with a 7-0 lead right to start with, but maybe Central's going to take a little bit of time to get fired back up and get back in the game.
They better get it quick.
You want to start pressing that panic button right now.
Landon Roth inbounds it to Winters. Winters out to Smith. Smith inside to Winters. BV passing the ball around, looking for the open shot right now. Froelich takes it inside, gets it tied up, gets it back, and brings it back out. Shot clock is at 17. And the ball is mishandled by Roth. Dillinger picks it up, and they're going to say he walked. That's a good call by the officials.
No comment.
Took a couple steps there before he went out of bounds without a dribble. Barclay inbounds it. Tries to get it into Dillinger, and you're seeing a foul on Matt Jansen live here on Innovation Sports.
Interesting comment.
Interesting comment indeed. Got to give the props to our own station, I tell you what. Froelich guarded.
To be the best, you got to work with the best.
Here's Vandermolen, gets it out to Gaskill. Gaskill drives in, would have been a nice, and who are they going to call the foul on? They're going to call it on Barclay. I believe that's Barclay's third, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, they called it on Dillinger, that's his second. So I was mistaken.
No, you were correct the first time.
Here's Jansen, thinks about the three, drives instead, and loses it off his foot and goes back to Central. Dillinger was daring him to take the three, and Jansen said, well, I don't want to take that, so I'll just drive. And unfortunately, he bounced it off his foot. Joe Borg bringing the ball up the court. Looks for some help. There's Vandermolen. Over to Borg. Harrington, shot, good. And those are Central's first points of the half, and we're almost 3.5 minutes into the second half. Jansen out to Smith. There's Smith. Miscommunication there. Oh, I'm sorry, it was tipped by a Central player. Smith out to Froelich. Froelich looking into Jansen. And shuffled his feet before he went. Another good call by the officials. They're keeping an eagle's eye view on all this mayhem and madness going on.
Total anarchy. It's crazy down there.
And here comes Vandermolen. Vandermolen to Borg. Borg tries to set up the offense. Gets it down to the right wing. Tries the entry pass into Harrington. Harrington out to Gaskill. Gaskill driving. Harrington with a shot. No good. Bounces out. Dillinger with the rebound. Goes out of bounds, and it's going back to the cold side of the stadium.
Dillinger kind of flapping out of the bounds.
And here's Froelich. Poked away from him. Here comes Vandermolen down the floor. Gets it out to Dillinger. Dillinger for three, and it's short. Followed by Harrington. Froelich driving up, and the floater's no good, leaves it short. Dillinger rebounds. Vandermolen ahead to Harrington. Harrington jump stops. Vandermolen almost had the three. And here's Gaskill, top of your key. Drives in, gets it out to Borg. Nice shot by Wade Vandermolen. Two-pointer.
Just inside the arc.
Just inside the arc. Here's Jansen at the elbow, passes it into Winters. Winters spins. And they say that Nick Winters fouled two Central players at the same time, I guess.
Hey, the more the merrier, you know.
I guess so.
He's in a giving mood tonight. Give a little bit of that love to everyone.
Jim Barclay to inbound the ball. Gets it into Borg. Borg dribbles around, finds Barclay. Barclay enters the pass to Harrington. Back to Vandermolen. Vandermolen dribbles a little bit. To a player we've not yet seen tonight. I'll look up his number in just a second. Harrington out to Borg. Borg thought about the three. Passes it to Harrington, in, no good. They say it's a blocking foul on Brian Fisher. Number 44, Tony Messer, is the player that we had not yet seen this evening. He is a 6'5" freshman out of Wayland, Iowa. Shot by Harrington is good. Nolan Strive, Brett Smith. Okay, we are back after some technical difficulties. Believe somebody tripped over a cord back there or something, but anyway, we are back. Score is 47-52 in favor of Central right now. 13 minutes and 43 seconds to go here in the second half.
Lots of pressure.
Adam Jones inbounds the ball to Botcher. Botcher shoots the three, and it's good. Cuts the lead of the Central Dutchman to just 2 points. There's Messer. Hands it off to Vandermolen. Vandermolen inside the Kraft, but it's knocked out of bounds. Kraft inbounds it. Gets it into Messer. Stolen by Botcher. Botcher takes off, and he goes in. Goes up with it. Doesn't get the shot. Goes after the rebound, though. Nice effort, but he fouled the Central player there. J.J. Stout in now, out of Sheridan, Iowa. Frenzel inbounds it to Vandermolen. Nice job by Wade Vandermolen.
Way to stay on his toes.
Recognizing that they knocked it out of bounds, so just letting it roll.
Central inbounding the pass. Buena Vista with the full court.
Knocked it off of Frizzell's leg. Nice job by Adam Jones sending it the other way. 13 minutes left, 50-52, favor of Central, but the tide is turning here in favor of the Beavers. Momentum is going our way. Here comes Brett Smith. Drives in, up, and is fouled. Fouled by Frizzell. He says, what did I do? And the ref says, well, you fouled him, son. And Brett Smith's going to go to the line for 2 shots here.
Going back to the terminology, free throw, you know, that's a pretty awkward phrase to go and give shots that you really have to earn, you know.
That's true, you know, you just kind of, I don't know, you really throw them up there. I don't, you know.
I'd call it more of a shot.
Free shot. Brett Smith's first shot unsuccessful. Here comes the second, and it's good. And O.J. Fraley comes in for Mr. Smith. Frizzell gonna inbound the ball against Adam Jones. Dillinger pulls up, gives it off to his point guard, Jim Barclay. Here's Frizzell out on the left wing. Dustin Kraft at the elbow, takes a dribble up, gets the roll there. Here comes Nolan Stribe down the other way.
Score is currently 54-51 for Central.
Here's Adam Jones for the 3. That's good. That ties it up. 54 apiece is your score now. 12 minutes, 19 seconds to go here in the game. Frizzell running the baseline. Here's Vandermolen. Back to Frizzell. Up to Jim Barclay, their freshman point guard. And Central calls the timeout.
What kind of stuff do you think is going to be going on in the huddle over there for Central?
Well, Central obviously is they're kind of getting shell-shocked again. It seems like every time they get a lead of some sort, BV comes storming right back, as is the case for BV. You know, they get up by a couple points and BV comes storming, or Central comes storming right back. And right now, we're going to toss it down to Ryan Arter for a field report.
Would you believe that all the power went out in the whole field house, the campus for that matter? And that's why the TV went black? Pretty weird, huh? I wouldn't believe that either. Back to you.
Thanks, Ryan.
Good information, as always.
Daryl Grove telling the Beavers, let's get it on. Wants his Beavers get up and going. Daryl Grove, referred to affectionately as Chops around the BV campus. Fun guy. If you ever get to meet him, I hope you do. So there. Wade Vandermolen takes the inbound pass. Gets it into Kraft. Kraft on the right wing. Drives in, up, and they say a charge, and that's the right call. Nolan Stribe had his feet planted.
Central can argue that all they want to, but everyone in the field house knows what the right call was.
He was growing roots out of his feet. He was so planted.
Is that potting soil I see down there in the paint?
I think it is. I think it is. Nolan Stribe brings the ball up. Out to Jansen. Jansen looks inside, gets it out to Jones. Jones for the 3. No. Rebounded by Stribe. Here's Botcher. Botcher fakes the 3. In and good. And they say a charge. Refs say a charge.
Looks like he got some of his feet in that potting soil.
I guess so. I had an obstructed view, so I wasn't able to see it quite clearly. Clearly, excuse me.
Referees always have the best view. They're down the court, so you have to go with what they call.
That's exactly right. I think Coach Brian Van Haften wants that basket to count. I don't think he's going to be obliged.
That was a fifth foul on Winters there.
I think that was on Botcher.
Botcher? Oh,
I believe it was on Botcher, yes. Here's Freilich defending Barclay. Nice play by Nolan Stribe. Calls timeout. Heads up play by Nolan Stribe, able to dive on the ball. Realizing he didn't have any options, just called a timeout, able to retain possession, uses a 20-second timeout.
Buena Vista able to get another turnover.
11 minutes and 20 seconds to go here in this contest. 54-54 is your score.
Not much more you can ask for out of both teams so far tonight. Not as much scoring going on as what we thought in the second half compared to the first half.
Not at all. We were at our halftime score is 44-42, and right now it's 54-54. So only a total of 22 points have been scored here in this half. Far cry from what we heard in the first half. Here's Adam Jones out on the wing. Drives around, looks for the inside shot. Pivots, kicks it back out to Freilich. Freilich thought about the three for a second. Out to Jones. Jones back to Freilich. Freilich out to Jansen. Jansen for three. No good. Air ball. And we've got a foul on... I guess it's Nolan Stribe would be my guess, but I'm not quite sure. Wade Vandermolen will be shooting a 1-and-1.
Central is in the bonus now with that foul.
Front end is up and missed.
Buena Vista able to get the ball right back.
That was Nolan Stribe's first foul of the game. Inside to Jansen. Jansen fakes up and no good. Rebounded by Frenzel. Vandermolen brings the ball up the court. Drives in and is headed up by Stribe, but they say blocking foul on Nolan Stribe.
Must be more sound waves in the air that's setting off the pressure on the skin of the Central players.
I guess so. I don't know. Gaskill comes in and replaces Frizzell.
Eighth team foul committed by the Beavers in the second half.
Vandermolen hits the front end of a 1-and-1. Second shot is up and good. Joe Bohr comes in and replaces Wade Vandermolen. Score is now 56-54 in favor of Central. Here's Winters. Landon Roth. Haven't heard a lot of from him in this. Little bit of an incident going on down there. Brian Van Haften very upset. Thought it should have been an intentional foul. Jansen with the lob. Make no mistake, that was not a shot by Matt Jansen. That was definitely a lob pass intended for Landon Roth.
Going for the alley-oop there, we just didn't have the oop.
The old Tom Davis play from Iowa, you know, shoot that air ball three up and everybody says, oh, it's an air ball, but then somebody jumps up out of nowhere and dunks it. Landon Roth gonna shoot two. Some confusion going on down at the court.
Take this time to thank all of our viewers out there watching Innovation Sports. This is the Buena Vista basketball game.
in case you are just tuning in. Landon Roth hits the front end of a 1-1, excuse me. I was under the impression it was a 2-shot foul, but I guess not.
Buena Vista just got into the bonus off of that foul.
And he hits a back end of a 1-1. So again, the score is tied up at 56. I'm not quite sure how many ties and lead changes we've had in this game, but I guarantee it's more toes and hands than I've got. Joe Board enters it to Harrington. Wade Vandermolen driving in, kicks it back out to Gaskill. Gaskill driving up and doesn't get the bounce. Harrington up, gets his own rebound, up again, no, denied. Adam Jones with the rebound. Up ahead to Jansen. Jansen fakes up and
looks like that's an intentional foul, but apparently referees are just going to say it was unintentional.
Looked like he jumped on his back there.
He tried jumping on there, going for a ride, climbing the trees, as they say.
I think so. I think that's a pretty bad call there by the referees. That should be an intentional foul. Jansen should be standing alone at the free throw line right now.
Coach Van Haften has to be very upset. He has every right to be. It's plays like that that cause injuries, which
exactly. That's the most dangerous thing, you know.
Violence in sport has no
place
at all.
Jansen gets his second shot up and good. Brazil inbounding it to Gaskill. Gaskill brings it up court. All the way, coast to coast. Nice play by Gaskill there. Wow, that's impressive. Here comes Freilich going the other way. Brett Smith getting ready to check in for the BV Beavers. Entry pass to Nick Winters. Nope. Rebounded by Gaskill. Vandermolen driving. Almost stolen by Adam Jones. Nice effort. There's Vandermolen, no good. Rebounded by Winters. And here comes Landon Roth.
Slowing it down a little bit now.
Freilich looking for a pass. Jansen out on the wing. Inside to Jones, no good. Jones again. Nice follow by Adam Jones. What a job. Here comes Wade
by the freshman there.
Here comes Wade Vandermolen. Guarded by Landon Roth. Got to move the feet there. Dillinger. Errant pass. Out to Gaskill. Gaskill resets. Drives around. Inside to Harrington. Harrington up and good. Score's tied at 60 with 8 minutes to go.
Once again, we got another tied up score. Matchup is very even tonight.
Adam Jones looking for a shot. Drives in and doesn't get it. Kept alive by Winters. Winters up and gets the foul. Nice effort by Nick Winters. Going up a second and third time, and he gets fouled for it. Gets to go to the line and earn his points there.
Fundamental basketball. You got to follow your shot. Just kept doing it until he finally drew the foul. First is 2 shots.
First is up and good. Winters trying to give BV a 2-point lead and succeeds in doing so. So your score is now 62-60.
See how fast or how long it will take for Central to tie it back up.
Here comes Gaskill. Into Kraft. Kraft throws it off of Fisher. Nice play by Dustin Kraft, the junior out of Pella. Decided to stay close to home to go to school.
as with Brian Fisher, who he hit it off of. Stayed in Storm Lake.
There's Frizzell with another deep three. Tell you what, I think he gets more accurate the farther out he gets. That's the second deep three of the night for Doug Frizzell. Here's Freilich, hits it out to Roth. Brett Smith. Freilich juking and jiving, misses the shot. Rebounded by Gaskell, and here he comes. Trying to go to coast again, no good, but he's fouled.
Score is now 63-62. Central leading, of course. 7:09 on the clock.
It's going to be two-shot trip to the charity stripe here for Gaskill. Brad Gaskill, he is a 5'11", or excuse me, a 6'2" junior out of Marshalltown. Not too far from my hometown, about a 20-minute drive. Gaskill's first shot was good. Second shot is up and good. That gives Central a 3-point lead with a little over 7 minutes to go here. Freilich can bounce the ball. Smith back to Stride. Stride looks. Back to Freilich. Here's Brett Smith, drives in, kicks it out to Stride. Stride for three, and it's good. Ties it back up.
Yahtzee!
There's another tied score for you, 65 apiece. Rebounded by Landon Roth. Roth brings it up court. Out to Smith. Smith up and no good. Almost rebounded by Fisher, just over his fingertips. Rebounded by Kraft. Here's Harrington. Back to Gaskill. Gaskill up, no good. Rebounded by Stribe. Stribe gets up, it's 2-on-2. Stribe takes it himself, doesn't get it. Rebounded by Roth for just a second. Brian Fisher now has it. There's OJ. OJ inside to Brian. Brian Fisher up. They say it's a charge, and that was not a charge, folks. That was a terrible call.
If you were looking at him before the play, before Brian Fisher got the ball, he kind of stumbled around, he got pushed, and he looked at the referee for a call, and the referee kind of shook his head, and then when he got the ball back in, the referee kind of retaliated by not calling the charge as
not a good series of events there for the referees.
Referee's taking a personal motive to go against Brian Fisher on that play.
Frizzell to inbound the ball. Coach Van Hatten wisely gets Brian Fisher out of there before he says something to the officials that gets him a technical foul.
Says something. I'm waiting for him to do something.
Gearing back in the ball game for Central. Here's Gaskill. Back to Gearing inside to Dillinger. Dillinger out to Gaskill. Gaskill for three, and that's good. Adam Jones for three. Oh, not quite.
Went halfway down the net and came back out.
That's about as close as you get to not having to go in for you.
No charge called there. That's a little bit questionable if you ask me.
That's just another bad non-call there. Should have been a charge, and the fans are getting a little bit upset about that, as they should be.
Sometimes the fans have a right to heckle the referees, and I think that's another incident.
That's the way it's shaping up to be right now. 5 minutes, 3 seconds to go. Central has a 5-point lead. But the way this game is going, no lead is comfortable. Been a real seesaw battle right from the start. So many lead changes and ties. We've forgotten how to keep track of them all. Central has an 8-2 run in the last 2 minutes here. The BV fans cheering on their team, saying, let's get this going.
Let's not let the referees take it out of
Don't let the referees take it out of our hands. Exactly. Let's win this ball game ourselves. Jansen out on the wing. Gets it out to Stribe. Stribe back to Smith. Smith looks inside for Jansen. Not there. Drives instead. Up. Doesn't get it to fall, but he gets the foul. So he's going to the line to shoot 2. 4 minutes and 47 seconds to go here in the game. You see Brian Van Haften there, not very pleased with the refereeing at this point. As well he shouldn't be.
Everyone is entitled to their own visions on different
exactly
aspects
right.
of the game.
There's a nice shot of Brett Smith, provided by Mr. Justin Isabel. Appreciate his hard work tonight. First shot is up and good. Closes the gap to 4 points. Second shot by Smith is up and good. 3-point margin now. Here comes Gaskill. Brings up court. And they see he carried.
Kind of frustrated with himself, throws the ball behind his head.
I hope he's not upset with the refereeing.
I'm sure no one else is in the field house.
Here comes Brett Smith. Adam Jones gives it back to Smith. Looks inside for the pass, drives instead. Kicks it out to Jones. Jones for 2. That's no good. Rebounded by Jansen. What a play by Matt Jansen. Rebounded the ball and had enough presence of mind to knock it off Dillinger's foreleg.
Good vision by the referee on that play. Using his eyes as he should.
Landon Roth to inbound the ball. Gets it into Nick Winters. Here's Brett Smith. Over to Landon Roth. Thought about the 3. Drives instead. Up and no good. Rebounded by Harrington. Harrington kicks it out to Vandermolen. Vandermolen back to Gearing. Vandermolen, top of the key, gets it into Dillinger. Shot by Vandermolen is no good. They say a foul on Brett Smith, I believe.
It's interesting that the referees picked the low man on the court to go for the loose ball there.
Harrington to shoot 2. Score is 67-70, 3 minutes and 50 seconds remaining. Excuse me, 3 minutes and 50 seconds remaining. Here's Harrington. Harrington's second shot is up and good.
Central now holds a 71-67 lead over the Beavers.
Here's Landon Roth. Matt Jansen over to Stribe. Stribe drives, kicks it out to OJ. OJ looks. Here's Nolan. Nolan driving up and no good. Gets his own rebound, up again, good. Nice job by Nolan Stribe, following his shot as he well should.
Buena Vista now has 69 points, while Central has 71.
They say another carrying. Gearing a little bit upset about that call, but decides the better of it, doesn't say anything, and gets back to his defensive end.
Best thing to do in that situation is keep your mouth shut and
complain to yourself is the best person to complain to. Here comes Nolan Scribe. Just over 3 minutes remaining here in the second half. Roth shot it from the outside, no good though. Rebounded by Dillinger and brought up by Gearing. They're going to call Adam Jones for a foul there.
He'll be going to the free throw line there.
Be shooting 2 here, as both teams have 10 fouls. First one is up and good. Here comes OJ with the rebound. Scores now 72-69 Central. Brett Smith out to OJ. OJ in. They say he got shoved before he shot the ball. So he'll be shooting 2. Fouls on Josh Gearing. That is his first. Nick Winters to re-enter the fray. Shot by Froelich is up and good. Nick Winters in for Adam Jones. Froelich's second shot is up and good. Score is now 71-72 in favor of Central. And Gaskill brings the ball up. Pinned that ball on his hip and can't do that.
I don't know if he's playing football out there or what, but he just picked the ball up, put his head down and ran.
Nolan Stride bringing the ball up court. Sophomore out of Carroll, Iowa. Here's Matt Jansen. Say it was on the floor. So he'll be shooting 2 fouls anyway.
Doesn't really make the difference.
Exactly.
Lots of fouls tonight.
Fouls from here on out are going to be 2 shots for either team. Both teams are in the double bonus, 10 fouls apiece. Jansen's first shot is up and is good. That ties the ball game.
Another tie score.
2 minutes and 9 seconds to go here in the game. Looks like we're coming down to a last-second shot here.
Hopefully.
Second shot by Jansen is good. Dillinger brings the ball across half court. Gets it back to Vandermolen. Here's Vandermolen. Vandermolen out to Bogenreif. Or excuse me, that was Frenzel. Mr. Kingsbury, as it were. Score is now 75-73 in favor of Central. Gaskill takes it all the way and gets it in. That's a 5-point lead for Central with just 1:16 remaining. Timeout BV.
The score is now 77 for Central, 73 for Buena Vista. Coaches want to talk this over right now.
Right now, if you're Brian Van Haften, Tim, what are you telling your team?
I don't know what I'd tell them. There's so much pressure in this game on these players. They played a real tough game last night. They had to come from behind. Obviously, they got to be a little bit tired, but Central played last night too, so they're going to be tired also, and they had to make the journey across the state of Iowa.
That's true. Right now, I think Van Hafton telling his team, okay, we've got over a minute left. We don't want to score it all in one time. You know, we got to buckle down on our defense. He's probably drawing up some defensive plays, telling them which players to stick to and which ones just to ignore. You know, just telling which players they can leave alone and which players they really need to get on. So
it'll be interesting to see if he wants to foul right away and force Central to make their shots.
I wouldn't think so. I wouldn't think he'd want to foul until we get under 30 seconds or so. Here come the Beavers. They have possession. If there were a jump ball, the possession arrow is in the Beavers' favor. Inbounds it to Brett Smith. Brett Smith over to Nolan Stribe. Stribe over to Winters. Winters back to Smith. Smith thought about the three. Gets it out to Jansen. Jansen will take the three, and he'll miss it. He's rebounded by Dillinger. Name of the game here for Central is stalling. Nolan Stribe taking a tremendous effort. Knocked himself on the bench. Looks like he's flexing his left hand there, making sure that's okay. Landon Roth coming in for Nolan Stribe. Here's Dillinger, fouled by Jansen. 43 seconds remain. Score remains at 77-73.
Dillinger has missed all of his free throws tonight. That's his first and 4 attempts.
Except for that one.
As soon as
78-73 is the score. Up by 5 is Central. Jansen up. No. Follows it. No. Rebounded. Gaskill. Fouled by Landon Roth. 28 seconds remain. The lead is 5 for Central.
Adam Jones set up coming in for the Beavers.
Gaskill makes his first. Ag increases the margin to 6 with 28 seconds to go here. Adam Jones coming in for Matt Jansen, freshman for senior. No good. Score remains 73-79. Freilich to Jones. Smith for 3. No good. Rebounded by Gaskill, gets it out, but he's fouled before he can do so by Jones.
16 seconds left.
Gaskill can turn it into a 3-possession game here. Second shot by Gaskill is up and good. That's a 3-possession ball game for BV. Landon Roth for 3 is good. That knocks it down to a 4-point. Oh, it was a 2-pointer, I'm being told. Mark Hazelton, our assistant director, my second set of eyes this evening, telling me it was a 2-pointer. So the score remains 75-80.
Lots of excitement left in this game.
Lots of excitement. It's going to come right down to the wire, I have a feeling. This game is not going to be over until the last bell rings, I tell you what.
As they say, the fat lady has not sung yet.
She's warming up her vocal cords, but she ain't dead, or she ain't going on yet. Brian Van Haften, obviously, you're drawing up offensive plays left and right here, you know. You got a 2-possession game, 13 seconds left. He's probably telling his players to foul and which players to foul. Obviously, more players on Central, or certain players on Central have greater free throw shooting ability than do others.
Central taking every advantage in their huddle.
Coach Dan Mason sending his Warriors out onto the floor. Dillinger will inbound it. BV with the full court press on. Gets it in to Frizzell and is immediately fouled. 2 seconds go off the clock.
Well, Matt, who do you think the ball's going to be? Who's going to take control of the game? Like, after Buena Vista gets possession, who do they want to put the ball in?
I would say O.J. Freilich. He's their senior leader out there, and he's proven himself. You know, last year he had that last-second jump shot win over Simpson. I would say their go-to guy is Freilich. Inbounding the ball into Jones. Jones takes the deep three. No good. Rebounded by Central. Out to Dillinger. Over to Vandermolen. And that's going to be it. Central goes out of here happy, and BV plays a hard fight, but it's a hard loss to swallow. Tough game for the Beavers. We're going to take a break right now, and we'll be right back after this.
Only you
can prevent forest fires.
And it's true. We know we can count on you to do what Smoky says.
drown your campfires with water. Make sure it's totally wet. Then stir and drown again.
We know we can count on you to do what Smoky says.
Only you can prevent forest fires.
When you mentor a child, you don't have to be perfect. You just have to be yourself, which, by the way, is pretty good. Do good. Mentor a child. Call 1-877-BE-A-MENTOR.
Welcome back, everyone. My name is Matt Lacasse, along here with Tim Smith. We just witnessed one heck of a game. Final score is 82-75. Central comes out on the upside on both games tonight, the women's and the guys. Tim, your thoughts on the game here?
Buena Vista lost a heartbreaker tonight for the men's game. The women's game was not quite so close, but the men were in it the whole game. It came down pretty much to the last 5 minutes of the game before Central took the commanding lead and didn't really let Buena Vista get back into it. Buena Vista was outscored 38-33 in the second half. What do you think about that, Matt?
Well, I tell you what, BV played one heck of a ball game tonight. Like you said, there wasn't really too much they could do. Last couple minutes of the ball game there, it got away from them, and they were unable to come back. You know, what can you really say? Let's see. Let's take them final stats here. Leading scorers for BV. Adam Jones had 13, Landon Roth had 13, Matt Jansen with 11, O.J. Freilich with 10, Nick Winters with 10, and Nolan Stride finished with 7 points. On the Central side of the ball, Frizzell had 19 points, Dillinger 16, Harrington 15, and Gaskill 13. So on the BV side of the ball, the scoring was a bit more spread out than on the Central side of the ball, where they had 3 or 4 players where they had
main contributors to their scores.
Exactly. Central, again, you can't say enough about this. Doug Frizzell shooting. He was shooting from clear outside. He was shooting from Pella. I tell you what, the guy reminded me of Chris Kingsbury almost, shooting clear outside. Central had their game on tonight. They came in here and they played one heck of a ball game. I remember one of my friends was commenting before the game, they only beat Dubuque by 1 point, and Dubuque being one of the lower teams in the conference. They thought that BV would handle Central fairly easily. Well, Central had other ideas tonight. They came in here and they gave the Beavers one heck of a dogfight, and it turned out that the Beavers came on the downside of it, losing 82-75.
For Central, this is going to be a very emotional victory for them. It's going to give them more confidence going into the season. Obviously, they were not predicted to win this game, but you never know.
That's exactly right.
On any particular night, any team can win. It just takes a little luck and playing well.
That's exactly right. The Iowa Conference is such a tough conference in basketball. You've got Central, you've got BV, you've got Upper Iowa sitting at 5-0 this year. There's just really, from top to bottom, every team can expect a game in, game out, everywhere they go throughout the season. Kind of like the Big Ten, no weak team in the Big Ten this year. You can kind of relate that to the Iowa Conference. There's a couple weak teams, but they play tough night in, night out. They come expecting to win every night, even though they may not get that victory. We're just waiting for Coach Brian Van Haften to come out here. As soon as he's out here, we will send you down there. But for right now, we're going to talk a little bit more about the game. BV came out and they played their game in the first half, is what they did. They came out. It was a seesaw battle, like you said, up until about the last 5 minutes. In about the last 5 minutes of the game, it seemed like BV began concentrating more on what Central was doing than on what BV was doing.
Yeah, it's kind of hard not to focus on what the other team is doing, and sometimes when you start focusing on what they're doing instead of what you're doing, you kind of lose insight on what's going on in the game. Sometimes it takes a little bit more focus on the other team so you can gain the advantage that you need to make the victory.
Yeah, BV, like we said, the last 5 minutes of the game, if you want to analyze it, BV just, they started playing Central's game. They kind of fell into the same trap that the women did tonight. They started, doing what Central wanted them to do. They started taking the shots that Central wanted them to take. They started taking unnecessary threes and kind of errant passes every once in a while, stuff that just didn't need to be done. And sooner or later, that's going to catch up to you, and it did tonight with the Beavers, with the score ending up 82-75. Your halftime score this evening was 42-44, I believe. And Tim and I were commenting at halftime how we thought that if the scoring kept up in the second half like it did in the first half, we'd have a really high-scoring game. It didn't turn out to be a defensive battle in the second half. We're going to go down to Ryan Harder and Coach Brian Van Haften to get his thoughts on the game right now. I'm down here on the floor with Coach Brian Van Haften. Coach, it was a close game till the very end. An excellent effort by the Beavers tonight.
We did put up a good effort. Central played better than we did tonight, and they deserve the credit for this win. At the same time, we just can't let games like this happen on our home floor. We got to come out and we got to play better defense on a consistent basis, and that's been something that has troubled us a little bit this year, and it showed a little bit tonight.
Okay, now next week you are on the road. Have you thought ahead to that at all?
No, I haven't. We'll worry about that tomorrow when that time comes, and we'll go from there. But I really like this team. I think we've got a chance to have a really good year, but we got to keep improving and get a little bit better.
Okay, well, Coach, thanks for coming up and talking to us tonight. Good luck next week.
Thank you very much.
Back to you upstairs.
Thank you very much, Ryan. I'm Matt Lacasse. My color tonight was Tim Smith. Our floor reporter is Ryan Harder. And for everybody on the staff tonight, I want to say thank you for watching and good night.